Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet, sweet mamas alone. Now we all for come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go mix alone. Anytime where you day, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about Salone. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about Salone. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok.
From the streets of it down to the world beyond, we the yarn about the things we the hold strong. Political talks we no go shine, migration stories should no go die. Entertainment we go dance to the beat, health and well-being make we rise from we sit. This now we platform, we go speak the truth. For the young and the old, now we voice me the roots. Oh, Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make we proud. From Salone to the world, we the stand tall. Come here we are, now we message for Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soak, we make the choice. From politics to health, we the stand firm. Migration and vibes, we the confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We the young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, go yeah, we there. For the future, we the pave the way. We talk about the health, we need that for survive. Make the system better so we people go thrive. Entertainment this week, the music, the flow. But we still go young, the things we need to know. Political leaders make when I hear the cry. We go talk and yeah, no, we no go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we the stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Oh, Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We don't go hide, we go make the proud. From Salone to the world, we the stand tall. Come here, we young, now we message for Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soak, we the make the choice. From politics to health, we the stand firm. Migration and vibes, we the confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We the young and clear for.
Yes, Fambuleng, una welcome back to yet another very, very important segment when it comes to the Komon-Tok platform. And just like any other day, we know they're done with Komon-Tok there. Well, yesterday, I'm sure plenty people already don't see the saga when it takes place between the First Lady and Octea and Koidu Holdings. And this afternoon, we see the chief corruption boss, Wona Ben Kaifala, weigh in. So, yesterday, a lot of people now they gap up and wait, and I mean, they just wake up to this sort of like a bombshell and controversy, complicated, and very hard, difficult to understand subject where legal experts, then both sides of the aisle, they argue for, against, the bodies who they can do self a favor now, yeah? And this in order for born good picking. Trust me, in order for born good picking for either side, either the government or the company themselves. But key things where Koidu all inputs: arrest warrant, sanction, then go chase Fatima Maada Bio in assets, any side and then at the wall, offshore, very strong languages there. Yeah, the offshore. then go set up somebody a monitoring mechanism where go look who side it go keeping asset make them all disappear. Why? Because potentially then go for take and go courts. Then they also accuse them for defamation. You see, the word itself is vague when it comes to actually proving defamation. And that make when people and the threat, if somebody say they sue you for defamation, they get sufficient evidence. But in their own case, it seems to be as them get evidence according to them. But in as much as we see their own action, we also want to ask what is going on with mining policies. People we look what did happen at the world today. Countries then they nationalize assets there, their mineral resources, or at least they get favorable deal. The least you can do now for get a favorable deal. We see Amnesty International we pull report about mining activities there where they go on a salon, how people and they suffer. We go bring that one day phone and I can get that day. And we also go probably dig a little bit on the protests. We see some young man in the protest. We also go dig into maybe if time permits we a little bit on this key aspect wherein we go check the origin of Octea mining company, the involvement in the mining sector. And as you see, this it looked like a choke up this short one where they just people like now 2-3, but it choke up with so many, we don't say genealogy now. So we want just limit it. So we go take the time, we focus on the better one. Also, we go borrow John Parkins. The interview we go do connection to her. As we say, now interview go for use probably forever. Anyway, on the international stage, today make 80 years since the World War II end, and this now a celebration with Europe and America and more than they can come together and celebrate. And we also go look at the African side because we Sierra Leonean and they will fit. But most of the time, they tend for neglect. We go cover that part, the Ingobias African story, and after that, we go to the world by all news. Well, as you see, always we super jam packed. If you just join me for the first time, you're more than welcome, and also welcome we regular family VIP members there with a different side with the YouTube. Maybe we saw you use it for the first time, and now for January, easy. Click the subscribe button and turn the notification bell. Each time we can live, we go send you an alert, and we also do in our Facebook with the name as well as Instagram. My name now, Mr. Komon-Tok. We can just now for come for them part the issues here. Better one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Love and loyalty to his sweet mama alone.
All right, so straight to the point, we're not getting nothing for waste. Just like as always, we get to gentle remind and we get to magic and we ritual we perform now, which is sharing. So we share, we like, and we like who not so we like. Wow, they begin to monitor the people who they like. We begin the fellow now. So better they like, because if you don't like, we go to check or we don't know. No doubt to no ask how you go know. We don't know. We'll say they know. So just take the threats and do what you get to do. Okay. All right. First, I'm sure a lot of them don't see her, but a lot of people in this platform, thousands of them, now yeah, solely and wholly they rely for getting information. So Lord will do self for justice by bringing this calm. From there, we go to the ACC, then you encounter threats like what them pull for Octea, Koidu Holdings. But even before we drop those two things, Lord listen for us, the people there, waiting at the center of all of these, the workers there. What they can just now.
Commander, We see when come out today in a large number. What does this mean? And which company do you work for first?
First of all, me na Koidu Limited company now they work for, and secondly, we come not for create riots or neither for make problem for anybody. But some of you don't work for Koidu Limited over 15 to 20 years. Who picking and not even do school age. Some of you are still young for now underground they work. Before thief, they risk life. The company, we ask them what we want, they not give it. They say they go care maintenance. First lady be there with you, everybody know. So we still maintain peace. We don't know we host them because we they listen to authorities. One day we not come on and do. But all of a sudden, with the left later, then they pull machine and then they go down, then they pull property up to 17 machine don't go. And all they happen on it. So we say try to find out, don't know if they go, let them give you the change where they for we. Before they know today, they don't push shack later. Everybody now Koidu only rush.
They fight the man back for his right. The man look where they slap him back for his right. In right man they defect him. Look where they go and beat you man there. Look where they go and fetch you man there back for the right. When I see no more, what did they do back? The police there. And they do so in the soldiers there. And they fight against you back. And we all land back for foreigners there. And they fight you back. And they fight you. But we all right back. Yes, we don't get gone. When I watch them, what did they do? Now when they come when I turn now they go. When I turn now. Yeah.
All right, so Fambo, that was
Well, me na Francis Commander.
We see when come out today in a large number.
Na Koidu, we minus them, then jumping the protest. Now, I think let me just go straight now on this first one first, right? Because we don't see many of those clips of the first lady in conversation. We don't get time many times. So we go do self a favor by just paying attention. Now we take we time. We go read for ourselves clearly, and now we go make sure say we understand this one. And we go also put this one in two ways. The action of Octea with our Koidu holdings, the action of the government, the action of the first lady, and the action of the sycophants there will be the praise, the celebrate, the push, things there we simply, some of them not that they don't understand, but because the liberalism, we don't take center all of the country today. If you're not in the good books of certain people, you lost your job or you're not going to get job. Anyway, let we do set the favor first. Let we come and take the time and read these documents we plenty people don't see, and of course some of them don't see it. And so la just I'll go do okay, I'll go read on the phone. I'll go read on my phone. So we'll get a better impact on it. All right. Okay, first thing first, let we go back. Oh no, not to this one. What's how you go? Come on. All right, I don't see her. Finally. All right. Now they write this to the first lady. That was Delphi study. Notice of intended legal action, unlawful interference in incitement, defamation, and damage to Koidu Limited and Octea Limited. I write to you in my capacity as Director and Acting General Counsel of Octea Limited and its group companies, the parent of Koidu Limited. This letter concerns pattern of unlawful, defamatory, and malicious statements and actions attributed to your conduct that have caused severe and ongoing damage to the company, its affiliates, personnel, stakeholders, and Octea, the parent of Koidu. Your actions undertaken without formal legal authority have triggered a crisis that now poses a direct threat to the public order, lives, investor security, and Sierra Leone's international standing, while also causing serious financial harm to Octea. Let me explain this one. Now, basically, this now like more or less a fine tune, a method where this general manager or this person where they represents general counsel, now a way for strike a balance between going to the negotiating table with a stronger hand, with the upper hand. Because the language where you put here, and when you go down, where you read out where they explain what it mean, look at what they try for talk. The latter side, they try for talk about more or less for less Sierra Leonean wake up, make them see what in the first lady already don't cause the nation. Let's say like the key terms there. This is a very sensitive letter. I don't know how them people are writing this letter, but it deep. It's not about this. It go beyond even mining. Then put politics inside there. Things and way a lot of people that argue back say not concerned them, but then put down the with the intent. I want for believe with the intent for cause more tension at the country, wherein maybe the workers or for refrain for take pressure from them and blame and to the first lady, like we mentioned, say this don't put investors' security at risk and internal the image of the country. Remember, Maada Bio travel almost all partner the world. They say they go and clean salon name. So for the fact that we name will be tarnished by this character, now it concern to the government. So it's cleverly then puts this language. Okay, let's go quickly. Corporate citizen. Listen, but we go down. Since its establishment in July 2003, Koidu has operated in Sierra Leone with an unwavering commitment to the laws of the country. Koidu is a major foreign investor in Sierra Leone that employed 1,012 Sierra Leonean, 85% of its workers, and supporting over 10,000 jobs indirectly. We are one of the largest private employees in Sierra Leone and a consistent contributor to national revenue and development. Since commencing operation, our audited financial shows we have paid 173 million in taxes and royalties to the government of Sierra Leone, spent 320 million with local suppliers to support the surrounding communities, committed to 21 million in resettlement funding, and donated 15 million to community development programs. Slow that side, very sensitive. As I tell you now, we go do self justice. Koidu Holdings then say they employ 1,012 people, and out of that 1,000, they don't create indirect job of 10,000. Where it can happen because once a company come at a locality, the local people and all sorts or investors there or businesses across, everybody potentially go benefit. That now a chain like, which if it then puts the 10,000, we not get much question over that. And then I also said they don't pay the government since 2003 $173 million in taxes. And you this other word, they don't spend 320 million for buy or for deal with local suppliers, meaning they don't pump money. Technically, they don't pump more than 500 million within, close to 600 million within the country by just operating. And they say they don't commit and they don't use 21 million in settlements funding and 15 million. This is the point. The 15 million now on our watch. Who say they not charge evidence with this claim for say, and they don't spend 15 million. Now, the point where I make with the GTV say not charge evidence, this if then case here go, I want to tell you say most probably from all what to me understand, Koidu Holdings, they can't dare to go to court. They can't. The possibility of them going to court is highly unlikely, very percentage high. But with the left room, possibility they perhaps maybe them go. But for me, understanding it, the possibility is slim for let them go now court. This now a bluff, now a threat, now a way for friend for negotiate with the government and for probably let them get free hand for do certain things there. Now this 21 million and 15 million funds when developed community development mostly can go to the paramount chiefs. And we get so much wicked people in the country where they are the end of affairs that their money and the skin cool down to the villages and the cities. It's possible Koidu Holdings could have paid this money on papers. They don't write, they don't sign the check, they don't hand over because they know they go give the people directly. Now the local authorities they give. So that 15 million, if you ask me, then go show you the community development, I go and bet you. I go and bet me life for say you don't go get anything tangible or watch is in $3 million or 5 million. The paramount chief then most of them here and then can take the money then use them. How you go know? Go watch them communities then. Go watch you side in the government. Go see how even the basic thing like the water, I mean, that community fund there. Just see how they play with them. Accountability not there. You know, they see if where the audits there. You know, they know if the auditor general they go audit. We know they even know how they spend their money. Then they more or less the paramount chief in the king in that particular area there. Anything we decide, and then they play with the politics of the country. Then a parliament. When government of Salo one pass, when Maada Bio in government one pass certain law, then they in favor of the government. In fact, in some cases, they even give them to kade. You know, we see where the government go bribe them indirectly with cousin. So one way, government they allow them for get a free hand for leave for do them here in exchange for political favor when they need them most. Who's that you see a paramount chief now this regime vote against the ruling government? People can go say that the same thing that happened back previously, but that for tell you no more, it not just happen under this regime. Now a systemic pattern we don't go on. Low rush, quick one. This is very important for low pay attention. I not say it go long, but it worth listen to. The significant contributions to Sierra Leone society as a whole are further emphasized by the most recent report in January 2025 from the Sierra Leone Extractive Industry Transparency Initiatives, an independent publication audited by BDO, confirming Koidu made highest contribution to tax revenues from the entire extractive industry, 31%. The report also confirmed that Koidu was fully compliant with all national regulations, adhered to strict labor laws enforced by the National Security and Insurance Trust, NASIT. Koidu was the last producing diamond mining in Sierra Leone, despite a global diamond industry that has been ravaged by a precipitous collapse in rough diamonds prices in recent years. Another sensitive area where I touch on, according to what they say, BDO make a report, 31%, a third of the entire mining extractive industry, Koidu Holdings, they pay 31%. That's a huge chunk of tax. As you know, the government right now, then cash trap. That's not factor, they tell you. Then they look for ways for even raise more money. Now, with this Koidu Holdings, then decision for close their mines and probably pack and go, a significant big slap in the face of government. Now, let me go before. Then say, when Ebola struck, these and other issues have impacted all diamonds enterprises. Koidu Holdings, however, this existential threat, of course, they mentioned, say, what can happen with them, even though Ebola came, all of big, I mean, most of the company then they follow up and go, but then stood firm, and also then they face competition. As I know now, then get what they call lab-grown diamond, where then they gonna more or less, you know, they know the difference, but because of regulation, then they are charged, say this is an artificial diamond, this is a natural diamond, where now you don't become the price of the natural diamond don't come down because of the artificial, the diamond they go in a lab. So that's don't impact there according to. Now let me continue. This is the other side where I'll pay attention. Community. As a reminder, Koidu was always committed to its corporate social responsibilities, dedicated to sustainable development and actively involved in enhancing the livelihoods of Kono District residents. We played an important role in fostering long-term growth and stability in Sierra Leone. We provided scholarship to hundreds of university students and covered tuition fees for all Kono district students enrolled in technical institutions, including the Kono University of Science and Technology. Koidu has undertaken numerous impactful projects, such as constructing and renovating institutions like the Kono Blind School and building over 750 homes as part of the resettlement action plan in Koidu. We constructed police station at Kimbadu settlement, staff mess at Simbakoro barracks, and women resource hall at the Tonkoro chiefdom, and supplied waste rock material for Congo Bridge in Koidu City. We have supported the construction of an ultra-modern maternity hospital, and during the COVID pandemic, we invested heavily in public health by building screening centers at all border entry points across Kono district. So more or less, this and we mind waiting don't do at a level. Now, what in the time for talk about as a corporate social responsibility, meaning that when you can work now, when you can't work as a company, these are some of the things that they expect you to do as a company, for support development, for support education, for support businesses, anything no more way get for do with the livelihood of the people and for improver. It's part of what they say corporate social responsibility. And according to Koidu Holding, they say that they meet this obligation as they don't reference, they don't build maternal hospital for Komradem. They also build hospital, police station for the people of Kono, and they take care of students. All the students holding at the tertiary level, then they pay their own scholarship. Now, let me come on the very serious side, illegal actions. Let's look at the illegal actions. Calling on illegal strike. Koidu operations have consistently followed due process as per Sierra Leonean law, despite decades of adhering to international standard and not facing legal challenge in any jurisdiction. You chose to promote strike action illegal under Section 64 and 67 of the Industrial Relation and Trade Union Act 2023 and a collective bargaining agreement 2022-2025, interfering with a successful private company that's operated as a ongoing concern. So what in the therefore refer on this very, very serious claim, then they say the strike where Madam First Lady be due, according to the laws of Salon Self, in itself illegal because 67 and 67 a contravener, a contradictor, and it go against her. And this is something where they all be done sit down, they agree since 2003, 2002, and 2025, and this don't make enough for interfere in a public company like this, causing unnecessary unnecessary strike where law lay down procedure the way them for follow. If somebody wants strike, if somebody want take any industrial action, what if we do step by step. Now, in view of this, and in view of that, Koidu has unflinching commitment to upholding the laws and regulations of Sierra Leone. There does not seem to be similar commitments coming from you and your worker you representative. In addition, there seems to have been no due diligence or simple fact checking to any of the statements you have been making as part of your role in representing those you claim to be the workers of Koidu. So again, then continue for pressure a little bit of like say, you don't even know what you did talk. Koidu, they try to tell the First Lady, say, you don't even know what you did talk. Because they expect and say, you know, do what you can do due diligence. At least let you understand that you get a fair knowledge of what's going to happen. Again, there is a clip where the First Lady say, in gets the file of Koidu Holdings. We go cover that side. Because now two challenge on there. The First Lady say, in gets a dossier, I get a file where show but all of the things that will be the alleged. Whilst Koidu Holdings say, the First Lady fail for even do simple basic, what they say, for check, for let get a fair knowledge, due diligence. Anyway, let's go call. False statement and defamation. This now I give it's getting serious now. This now the pattern, this now where the thing they can get serious and serious and serious, where they can decide. Lad look at that. is getting serious. False statements and defamation. You made false statements against the company based only on hearsay evidence that you have failed to disclose, which strongly suggests it's lacking. This, on the other side, is where you can put. The Sierra Anti-Corruption Commission, ACC, an institution that investigated your own financial affairs for siphoning public and charity funds for your personal shopping, travel, and accommodation, has confirmed there was no evidence of any corruption, bribery, or similar illegal activities of Koidu. We will also like to publicly state that we will welcome any spotlight placed on state corruption, and if there is any shred of evidence which you may have which confirms corruption between any government and Koidu representative, the provision of this to the relevant authorities will be wholeheartedly welcomed by Koidu. This is an open challenge. Now, what in Koidu they say? In fact, they remind the First Lady, say, Madam First Lady, I don't want to let you forget. You're not the very first person where now the first time this an anti-corruption commission they investigate a First Lady. First time. Now that's it. First time. And not just investigate you and just because of First Lady. They investigate you because you thief Solomon. You divert public fund for shopping and other things, and that same body will found you or will investigate you. They don't check, say we not do nothing and we not get no corruption. But however, if you get any corruption case against where you get evidence, just like what you they talk on Facebook, say you get evidence where you don't ever share with we, please help share them to the community and share with we or even to the relevant authorities. Then feel say this will help them a lot. All right, let's continue. Quick one. We had already addressed and resolved the alleged welfare conditions, providing cool refrigerated, bottled water underground, hygiene facilities, and toilets, as inspected and confirmed by the government. Our lowest salary exceeds the minimum wage by over 3 times. There is no ability to physically charge the diamonds mine, which are processed by a fully controlled closed system with body scanners and overseen by government officials through every step of this process. In addition, the sales process for Koidu's rough diamonds are witnessed not only by government officials, but also as an independent third party at the Central Bank of Sierra Leone, with no evidence of theft whatsoever dating back to when the production started in 2003. And you misrepresented the fact that the exchange rate imposed by the Central Bank of Sierra Leone in 2016 and agreed with Koidu and the Union that you are vaguely described as historical injustice. Less than half of the current workforce remain employed on those contracts, and concessions were made by the company. For example, 110% increase in remuneration between 2016 to 2022, 50% cost of living allowance in 2023, 25% annual bonus in 2024, 50 kg bag of rice per month for each worker, underground risk allowance, medical allowance, double, and covers 5 dependents per worker. Availability of the on-site medical facility and referral to specialized medical institutions at company expense. Now, I'll put a little bit pause here. Now, according to Koidu Holdings, they say within the First Lady they talk and within then they do more or less not 2 different things. In other words, all of the grievances where it be highlight not you would resolve with the union. But one key thing we mentioned is say then the process, then they take the rough diamond. Government officials the Bank of Salon, they didn't know how much they take and how they sell them, and they don't get any sort of evidence, or there is nothing where they should say in the thief. Now, this is not the problem where I get issue with. We discovered diamond within the 1929 to 1930, going to 1933. We begin to know, say, in fact, this is not the time where literally people in Kiwaka na streets then fend diamond or other places there. Up till that, if you check that years and out to now, now I don't know how much years now. Let just do myself a favor. I really want to check this one. I want load check from 1930 to now. How many years? So like let just check and quick one because now something I want bring come we make a whole lot of sense now. Yeah. From 1930, if we put 1930, I must have to 2025. All right. Now 90, almost 100 years. Yes, 95 years, almost 100 years, almost 100 years. Not a single plant. Not a single plant for even process the diamond simply just for quarters, a polish at this like more value because by doing that we increase job opportunities for Sierra Leone. All what you would do, they allow them people there, they take them down when they go seller. How much did they pay? Now then they talk about paying 31% tax. What kind of tax in the pay? Is it the mineral tax? Is it the underfloor tax? Is it the tax where they don't sell the diamond? What kind of tax? Because this now comprehensive, then just puts an aggregate figure, say they pay 31% tax of the extractive industry. But we don't even know how they reach at this level, which therefore don't do a favor, just like how they write long one, compartmental, break and dump for we don't understand. More almost 100 years since we discovered mining and diamond saloon, or not even old, get any better agreement for let them even process diamond like what in Botswana they do, other country, they for God's sake. This ain't they burn me. Now they burn me at each time I think about that simple. Put this we mining policies in time I go permit you for not going into there. Where at least this will be a key policy. This that's what would able to negotiate, not what would they negotiate them from a position of strength or diplomacy in any way. But anyway, let's continue. So that was one of the key areas where I get problem with. Now let me rush quick. Then say fraudulent behavior. Let's just rush on the fraudulent behavior. Fraudulent behavior. You sided with the current and former employees. Some dismiss for gross misconduct. And we are disgruntled peddling false narrative without lodging formal grievance to the company. These individuals are threatening our employees and their families with violence and intimidation. They deceive our employees to sign for bags of rice handed out by your staff and use their signature to fraudulently claim mass resignation and end of service benefits. I suggest you review these disciplinary records and their respective difference to understand the very people you represented. The Minister of Labor, Employment and Social Security, Minister of Mines, Minerals, we are consistent. We are consistently brief and fully aware of the tactics used by these individuals, further underscoring why neither took any legal action against the company. All right, let's put this one. I want to pause this one. You see, la just make something. You see what they say? Now make I say this will be a deep case. Now listen, according to Koidu Holdings, then say the Minister of Labor, the Minister of Mines, then gets a record for sure say them people there will then be dismissed, then fall, then default. In other words, then cause problem, then threaten the employee, some of them colleagues, and even the company, and then we don't get bad behavior where they're on record where some of them they fire them. Now, just because of them get enough record, make the Minister of Labor when a soiree and in mines, the Minister of Mines will not take no action. Now, I want the reason I make a slow listen. I want to put for you something at the WhatsApp. Could this be a setup where then people are set up the first lady where they know this not what we want to, this are from the letter we understand this. Now, from the letter, we understand this. Let's just see if I will get this something very well. We get it. All right. Okay. Now, I want to see on the right-hand side. On the right-hand side, no goodie. Labor and Employment Minister. Now, this Labor and Employment Minister, Honorable Rado Suarez, speaks about strike by Koidu Limited. Gets what you see. H.E. Fatima is on the right side of history. Why make a pause? Koidu Holdings, then say this very minister will pull the statement no for say they're not gonna no business, no issue. All of the people that would then sack them within the law. So why this minister they come say the first lady get right for go interfere? Panti would already brief, as you are able to read and say that they consistently brief the ministers, consistently brief both ministers, the labor as well as the mines minister. Either now two things I suspect. Either perhaps they'll set up the first lady or sycophancy. Anyway, Lord rush quickly because the side will put for say then they seek arrest warrants for the first lady. It did it because get say why the caption? The caption not worry, the film not done it. All right. Then say as you will. Okay, now continue. Okay, such inaccuracies provide significant substance to a claim of defamation by you. This includes misrepresentation of even chronological events, false discriminatory statement of our personnel, and purporting to our workers that you were involved in formal negotiation with Koidu on their behalf. As you will be fully aware, the board of directors of the company never had any contact with you, no video calls, emails, letters, or meetings. It dealt directly with government officials only. As per laws of Sierra Leone, in such matter, as the record shows, Koidu lawyer even told you before the strike commenced, the board of directors must act strictly within its legal and corporate governance framework, and engaging with you could expose them to culpability for breach of fiduciary, a duty they unequivocally owe to the company and must maintain at all times. You clearly have not obtained any legal advice pertaining the matter. All right. Now, this in clear. Koidu Holding, they remind the first lady, say they're not getting no agreement with her. They're not getting no meeting with her. In fact, if then say this now misrepresentation. In fact, the lawyer they even tell and say they not get. I think probably what me understand here, it's possible the first lady initiates a conversation, then starts to talk informally. But when it comes to making agreements, the lawyer of Koidu Holdings, they advise make them not do anything, and the first lady also echo similar thing like this. Why? Because it tantamount it get out of the law in any way. Because one, the first lady, it don't get any wouldn't say public authority, but any power per se voted, not to any government official, for let them go sign an agreement with her in itself. I think the lawyer then be doing the right thing with the advice and saying, I'm not going that, because that could have implicated them seriously. Now, let me continue. Incitement. You told the company to close the mine and leave Kono if it did not acquiesce to your demands. You instigated protests, threatened to barricade the company, blockade our expatriate employees, and stormed the Koidu mine sites whilst you were surrounded by armed military personnel. This undertone was dangerous, particularly following similar incidents in 2007 and 2012 at Koidu's mine site site of a violent strike, storming riots that resulted in fatalities following. So this, we know what will take place back then. Sometimes in 2012, where 2 people and they kill them because of a similar incident. So they make reference to within the First Lady be do. So Fambul, I think what are they rush because on 8th page, I want kind of the juicy side. Let's just read, I think, a summarize. Let's just read a summarize the key points, right? Not so. Let's just get under the comment section if that's fine. Let's summarize, right? Read and summarize the key area or any side where I feel say when I need to get more. Let's just get under the comment section if that will make the program move fast. We wait for now. All right. Okay. Marco, they say yes. Low summarize. You don't. Okay. All right. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Very well. Well, I can. All right, so let's rush quick one. Let me just push this next page so that you will see, and just in case you want to get screenshots of her. All right. We requested that our national workers call off their illegal strike action and resume work on numerous occasions, both okay. On numerous occasions, sorry, I lost this page. You publicly stated that you control our workers and that only you can tell them to return to work. However, you knew that it was unlawful for a company to negotiate with you under Section 37 of the Industrial Relation Trade Union of 2023. Though we remain isolated by the lack of government support during this period, we maintain our position of not being held to ransom or to contravene the laws of the country. With no workers reporting to work, specifically because of your direction. You continue incitement of hostility and provocation of unrest, presented a clear and immediate threat to life and safety. Your public statements and coordinated actions are directly contributed to an environment where aggression was encouraged. Indeed, there were violent confrontation and physical attacks on our personnel, their families and property, attempted intrusions and sabotage of critical infrastructure, including portable water supply for local community. Even journalists were threatened and wounded out of Kono for reporting these incidents. Despite these escalating threats, no formal guarantee of safety or security intervention was provided by the authorities, nor have there been any threats. Arrest. Legal opinion concludes that your rhetoric directed at Koidu workers was reckless and deliberately generated an atmosphere of potential unrest, as we are unable to guarantee a safe working environment for our employees as required under the Employment Act of 2023. It's left with us no alternative but to evacuate all personnel except essential management from the mine site. We therefore transition into care and maintenance, effectively shutting down the mine completely. Consequence of your action. As a direct result of your intervention, thousands of jobs of Sierra Leonean workers are now in jeopardy. Millions of US dollars in much needed revenues, taxes, and royalties will be forgone by the country. The Central Bank foreign currency reserve will severely deplete. Local suppliers will not be able to offer their goods and services to the mine, impacting thousands of individuals who are dependent on business generated by Koidu mine. So this now, actually then set up sort of like sets fire. He explained how this get for impact the exchange rates, how this get for impact the tax, how this get for impact even the local supplier, how this get for impact the lives of the workers that were in the claim for faith for according to them. According to Koidu, this now to them now a reckless way of being things, because under the laws 37 of the trade union relation, no right for work with them, for even deal negotiate with them. And then they know this, and I'm going to not deal with that. Now we continue. Quick one. The initiation of a illegal action which has resulted in the immediate halting of operations of one of Sierra Leone's largest foreign direct investor, undermined the country's precarious position regarding its desire to attract the investment it needs from foreign investors, particularly when such actions are endorsed and feasibly supported by those who are seen as part of, if not proximate to, the government of Sierra Leone. The macroeconomic consequence of your action will have severe repercussions for years to come and is potentially devastating for Sierra Leone. Of significant concern to the wider West Africa and indeed the international arena. It appears that your behavior is not only unconstitutional, but also disregard the established laws of Sierra Leone that we strictly adhere to and have done so from a position of power as the unelected First Lady Sierra Leone. It has never been our intention to argue our case through your desired route of having social media war. But we will seek redress with the disputable evidence provided by you and your acting group through national, regional, international court and complete adherence to the laws of those courts which remain independent of government influence. Now the side is also country the justice side. Now, what you don't go far, you don't do. They don't explain for us the First Lady, then call and say now elected First Lady. And secondly, they also mention in action not only affects the laws of Sierra Leone, it also gets what they say ripple effects. It is spread. A action don't cause even for their investors there across the world fear, not only for Kandu business now Africa and now Salon, West Africa, and indeed in the international world, international partners, and with the look, then they fear for come according to Koidu Holdings, waiting they try for explain now. Yeah. So now we see they say the First Lady in one do social media war where they're not ready for and then not choose for follow that pathway, then decide for follow the laws of the country. Now then say then get enough evidence for substantiate what they say for prove beyond no doubt for say what thing then they can't say about the First Lady where you can hear this now in Kozan. Now listen, financial. Now we'll go on the side. All right, the financial did there. Now rush quick one. I think the letter I don't take with time to self. Can you imagine? Anyway, I will just get to do this because I have people I expect for get information. Financial impact. You should also be aware that recommencing production following a period of care and maintenance is technically complicated due to dissipated workforce. The challenges of dewatering underground operations as well as impaired credit lines with suppliers. Damage wrought by your actions will be extremely difficult to repair. The opportunity for another investor to restart operations at Koidu, if that is your expectation, will be onerous in view of the requirement for significant capital and specialist technical skills, which currently can only be found outside of Sierra Leone due to the complexities of large commercial underground operations. These challenges are compounded by the Sierra Leone remaining a difficult jurisdiction to attract capital, highlighted by the fact that foreign investor has had to short operations because of your actions. Now, I'll break this one. This is very, very important. What you do, they talk to financial impact, how this don't cause serious. Then say now, because they don't go on, when then get out and call themselves, then call our maintenance, care of maintenance, period of care of maintenance. We are in technically in the waits for, for avoid maybe further casualty, for avoid probably maybe any kind of damage to them property. So then take a back seat, but for start online, they get serious issue back with any management. And they also say if the First Lady feels say by doing so, when Koidu only eventually go left the country, another investor will just jump inside, given the technicalities and the high specialty requirements needed for operate underground mine I think according to them, the first lady is a joke because first, the premises at which, or the instance, the reason at which the previous minor left, the other one, if Koidu Holdings left because of political interference, then they will send a bad picture, especially at a time. You see what them talk? Then say, listen, let's just take that side for you. Then say difficult jurisdiction to attract capital. So what did they do now? So then don't put politics inside or law expose it, just like what people in the talk. Sierra Leone become of not so the political climate for going invest in Sierra Leone, attractive. Simply, I need to talk so. So now they no more gets mind for invest, right? Okay, let's rush quick one with the Pandora. To provide some additional context, your actions since the illegal strike commenced on the 3rd March 2025 have caused irrevocable financial losses exceeding $60 million, which are increasingly daily, and $20 million to recommission the operation. In addition, and beyond the reputation damage to Koidu and its management team, the collapse of income for thousands of Sierra Leonean workers and families in Komon district will be felt for generations to come. We extremely concerned for their livelihood caused by the financial hardship they could face following your illegal and unwarranted intervention. We sincerely hope that with Koidu having fully adhered to all of the illegal commitments, the government of Sierra Leone will do a similar support and all ex-employees impacted by the communities in Kono. In other words, when they push the government and do something, because according to them, they don't lost serious money, 60 million, wait and just stop, and then it increase every day. And of course, 20 million and they need for let them even start, even for do anything. Now, let's just come on the summary of the allegation. Now we just rush, we still get Ben Kaifala Yun. Okay, all right. I think that the juicy side is now, and I must pay John left. Okay, now they don't so. Now we just come on the summary. All right. Summary of the allegation following the following conduct supported by the contemporaneous evidence is attributed directly to you. The tortious interference with the company investment rights and property rights, repeated public and private demands directed at the company and its leadership despite your lack of official mandate, false accusation of bribery and corruption, including direct allegations against the company and its management, attempts to suppress the accusation in exchange for payment. Wow, really? Conducts that constitutes blackmail and extortion, malicious, fabricated, inflammatory claims that carry harmful and defamatory undertone, suggesting illicit or exploitative conduct with no basis in fact, and which amount to slanderous initiation that are both reckless and entirely without foundation. Widespread dissemination of knowingly false, contradictory, and reckless statements via public platform and social media, incitement of protests, illegal blackmail, and blockades, threats to our employees, from storming the mine site to putting lives and property at risk. Now, let's see, these are very, very serious and tough accusations. Let's listen to some of it in there. Let's just take. First, they said the first lady technically already want to get an agreement for them in exchange for money, or according to a blackmail, for me to settle this without the due process, even though the first lady not get any official clear legal mandate for doing that thing, and they serious. And then Billy said and gets the evidence here for proof. They also talk about in incitement, of course. Okay, let's just move on this one. That side will be very important for now highlighter because of time. Let's continue for this side. This very, very careful. Let's listen this careful. Legal grounds and enforcement. We reserve the right to take the following legal enforcement actions against you without further notice, seeking full damage for the financial, reputational, and operational harm directly resulting from your actions. Initiate civil and criminal legal proceedings in the High Court of Sierra Leone for defamation, incitement, blackmail, unlawful interference, and related violations under national law. 2. claim for redress, reverse, and your extradition. Wow, this one is very serious. It's strong. Extradition under the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, Commonwealth Investment Code in Nigeria, file legal proceeding in the Royal Court of Guangzhou, where our parent company is domiciled, to pursue full commercial damages and injunctive relief. Now, Fambula, just catch this side. This side super sensitive. Koidu Holdings then say then go take the first lady. They not get for one again or get further notice. One, then can't go now the court of Salon. But we all know what they happen at the court of Salon. Anything we pass, we go under. If you reach to people, certain people, we know then case then they based on all what you understand. So we're going over or perhaps it will be delayed. So now that make them put other option. They know none it because them put on it. Then say then we can go na ECOWAS court. They know they just can't go na ECOWAS court too. They can't go back now outside them parents body company they will not go and send and for me then look after more or less like then they use so they say injunctive relief. In this case, what's in the try for do? Then they try for show the options then the things that were potentially go force the first lady for like it think twice or for like it come for negotiate. Made them know say it get actions there. But apart from this thing, I want to listen this sensitive thing. Listen this. These are some of the most sensitive parts. Then say then go file a complaint to. We will file a complaint. I'll just push and let you just see. Perhaps you want to come. Then say file a complaint with the African Commission on Human Rights and People's Rights in the Gambia, and refer your conduct to other international human rights institutions. Launch international. Okay, listen to this side. These people, they're not just do something for just right the first lady. Then if then go to courts, the first lady perhaps himself gets a right now, maybe for make them prove if he innocent. If he innocent. Now listen what them people they are saying. Apart from more than get for can go now, all of the area would on him above. Listen this one. Then say Koidu Holdings go launch international asset tracing investigation targeting all assets directly or indirectly associated with you, including those held via nominees, proxies, trusts, or offshore structures, and worldwide freezing orders to prevent dissipation of assets. Let me explain this for now, family. Very serious. These companies say, let me just push for you. Sometimes you say, go and see that page. Very interesting. Okay, no, I think at the pages. One, then say, then go find outside first lady assets they any sign at the wall. Then go make sure say, if the first lady take them in there in assets there, in Ocean, where we say get Ocean in the UK, you buy Ocean in Gambia, you buy Ocean in France. These are all allegations there. But these companies say, then get the power for investigate. This not to be what me what say. I will take part that one. Then say then go launch launch international asset tracing investigation targeting all assets, all the first lady in assets. Their way all directly or their way all indirectly. Now, what's in people when they do, like clear, that make let people understand this. Most of the government officials, what they do because they know say anti-money laundering law can better one. They know they put their name per assets there. Then they put on then get what you can call proxies. Then get what you can call nominees. For example, you get trust. Trust now is a company there where then their job for protect people their assets. You hear about the Panama paper will be come out. You hear about then say the shell companies there. These are companies where exist for support criminal or people that we get or they in high offices for cover the money. Now so then they make the money. So what did they do? Let's say you can buy 10 hosts now UK now. You don't go put all you name them at the 10 hosts because definitely go raise eyebrow, then we investigate you. So you they take that host and you get on the trustee they find where out and they put them. In some cases, you they put you picking name. In some cases, you do recommend certain people there. Now so you do ID assets. So then say then get the power for investigate this and make sure say then bring account to light. Wow. Wow. Really? Okay, let's continue. This now the caption from what you say. Or some people, hey, Mr. Komon-Tok, you put the caption, say they arrest her. Not to me what? You for know now what you they do now. We know they just say things. Caption, they go with what you they can talk. Then say seek international travel restrictions, arrest warrants and sanction, including direct referral to diplomatic and multilateral bodies. So Koidu only know they only tap for trace Fatima Bio in assets any side anywhere than at the wall by even if you put an apostle Nemo and Trustio, then the fena. Why? Because they don't want their assets and they loss, dissipation of assets, make them not loss in the case that they're gonna courts and they want claimer. And they also go ask for travel. And then we also go ask for arrest warrants and sanction, including direct referral to diplomatic and multilateral bodies. So then go lay in complaint, look the body. Now we continue. Then say engage foreign embassies and diplomatic mission with interest in Sierra Leone, including but not limited to the European Union. Then go lay in complaint at the European Union. Then go lay in complaint to South Africa, United Kingdom, Sweden, Philippines, Namibia. You see, all of them South and called so. We understand from the allegation, the first lady, the first family get assets in all of this area. This is an allegation. So when them people are put this very sensitive, when I say this, so they say to me, I say, wow. So the allegations already they allege against Maada Bio and family. Could this be true? Listen, we understand according to allegations. Maada Bio and the first lady then gets property then at South Africa, then get property then at the UK, then get Sweden, then get Philippines, then get Namibia. You remember when Namibia then president died? Maada Bio Goody, if you remember. India, and then get now UAE, Dubai, United States, as well as Zimbabwe to raise formal concern regarding your actions and their destabilizing effect on the business climate. So I don't know if now because of them guy already don't do due diligence, because then say the first lady don't do due diligence. Maybe then do due diligence and no say the first lady got assets over under. Now that make them decide for say, oh, you know what? If the first lady not do this, we go side where he gets property there and go lay and complain. I don't know, like I say, then say then get enough evidence. All right. As you see, this is very, very tough. And the first lady, we don't see the anti-corruption quickly then put statements. Lord, just put them for you. Ben Kaifala put statements right away. Lord, put them for you. Ben Pam. Very well. Now today them pull out, they're not waste time safe. Ben Kaifala no waste time. All right. I'll go read a quick one, dear. Investigation of Koidu Holdings for various corruption allegations, including tax evasion and another serious offenses. The attention of the Anti-Corruption Commission, ACC, has been drawn to a letter dated 6th May 2025 by the Octea Limited, addressed to the Office of the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, in which assertions not too clear, but I just manage. Assertions were made. Yes, okay. Assertions were made on our investigation of Koidu Holdings Sierra Leone Limited that inaccurate or incorrect. We particularly interested in the following inaccurate statements. The Sierra Leone Anti-Corruption Commission has confirmed there was no evidence of any corrupt bribery and similar or alleged activities of Koidu. The commission confirmed that it has an ongoing investigation against Koidu Limited for serious corruption offenses under Anti-Corruption 2008, amended by the Anti-Corruption Amendments Act 2019. Anyway, family, it's not too clear, so Lano just struggle they read. It's not too clear. So what are they do? I explain them because maybe don't find way for reader. What's in then say? What's in Koidu talk for say they're not gonna no corrupt, they don't more or less vindicated, they don't clear them. The anti-corruption boss say not to see B. The investigation is still they go through. I mean, it's ongoing, and it still continue. So other people argue say this back now way for more than can give strength to the first lady support technically from the government side for say look, until you want to go to court, until you don't pull all them bogus statements here. Remember, we said get you his now. So now we negotiate. That's it. So the whole thing a negotiation now you get for possibly and that's Koidu they look for, because even Koidu they ask may Fatima give them 20 million US dollar for make them start. So Fambu, as you see, now a very long topic, not to say for discourse, you know. Normally we can put our far for rest, but today na marathon. But anyway, that's what they do. Will they take 1 minute break, or we can put the international news? We can just now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet.
All right, so I think what we forget for put before we go, Amnesty International be put Koidu Holdings. These are people and we don't work in that country for decades, and it's true that some of them companies, yeah, they know they take care of their workers there. They know they support the local community as all them for support are there. What most of them can do in most cases, they target the big guns and then settle them like the paramount chief and other ministers and directors them. Most cases there. Or in some cases, even if actually they do them corporate social responsibility, yeah, you know, they reach to the actual mine. Now, this make what they always say, now we get a mining policy where it will reflect into the local content. In the sense, the salon posting for benefits to the local resources. We don't big as a nation. We now 65 good years. We're not to picking them. Other countries don't benefit from their resources. So since the 30s, where we discover diamond, almost 100 years, we don't get nothing where we the boasting now from this diamond proceed actually salon, at least for point as a case study, say the people of Sierra Leone at one time, and I just remind you, diamonds are not forever. They are not forever. I'm sure it's clear now. In the 30s, people in the work at defend diamond. Now they get for go under the ground and you get for loss. Anyway, I'll just take you into waiting workers. Amnesty International. Yeah, waiting Amnesty International.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know.
By Amnesty International's Sierra Leone director, that is Solomon Bundy. And Solomon, I just want to find out this report. What exactly was the response by Mayor Mining?
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, we do hear you, Solomon Sagbandi.
Yes, Amnesty International today launched a report on the activities of the Mayor Mining Company in terms of the serious human rights violations that have taken place by this company in 10 communities in the eastern part of the country. As you stated in your introduction, some of the key challenges which Amnesty did in terms of the SAG visit to these 10 communities includes, one, lack of meaningful and significant consultation between the mining communities as well as the Mayor Mining Company. There have been no meaningful consultation in terms of mining activities. Two, the high nitrate content in the water provided by the mining company is a serious effect on the health of the people. Three, the blasting activities of the mining activities creating devastation in terms of causing injuries to the people, as well as even the destruction of their houses. So these are some of the key challenges, even including the fact that the land that has been used, for mining purposes are swampy areas with plantations, which these people have been using to provide both farming as well as economic activities for them. And so with the loss of this land to the company, it has been a serious challenge to the people. So Amnesty did a lot of consultation with these community people. They told us a lot of things in terms of the challenges they are facing with the mining companies and how Amnesty should address these things in terms of meeting with the company as well as government. We wrote series of letters to the government requesting some of these issues in terms of press releases. We equally wrote to the Mayor Company stating some of the concerns of the people. Unfortunately, government did not respond to any of the requests we did. Again, even the Mayor Company is just recently, I think it was September this year, that they wrote back to us stating that the concerns we are genuine and that they are now be working towards ensuring that these issues are addressed. The good thing about the government of the country is the fact that in August of 2022 this year, government has reviewed the Mines and Minerals Act of 2009, and now it is called the Mines and Minerals Development Act of 2022. And again, with fairness to the government, they have really assessed the critical issues raised by Amnesty in the report. And mark you, why Amnesty is really now pushing, even when government has passed the act, is the fact that we want to see how access to justice as well as remedy could be given to these communities. Mark you, they have suffered a lot of violations, and we believe that even when government has passed the act and we see a lot of radical changes in terms of community and mining community relationship,
I'm afraid that sorry, Solomon, I'm afraid that's all we have time for. Solomon Sagbadi.
You see, we already talk. Dengaya, the Koidu holdings and others, they are not sent. Now, let's just take you back into history again. When this government come, they talk about reviewing the mining. Let's just take you back into listen back Maada Bio one that we just come 7 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now come on.
Sierra Leone's new president will follow through with campaign promises to review mining contracts and consider changes to the law that would ensure the country benefits from its natural resources. Sierra Leone is the latest African nation to take a hard line against foreign mining companies in an attempt to ensure a larger share of revenues. Mali, Tanzania, Zambia, and the Democratic Republic of Congo have demanded a bigger share of their proceeds by increasing taxes and, in some cases, banning exports. Extractives, mostly diamonds, iron ore, and mineral sands constitute more than 80% of Sierra Leone's exports, but generate only 15% of its total revenues, according to official government figures.
That was back then. But again, at the talk about mining policy. At the share for you now we policy. Let's just share something again. This now the policy there with them put this are the artisanal mining policy. This are the geodata management policy. We will not get time again for reading because I don't exhaust, to be honest with you now. And if we don't go through them back, I explained to now why most of these then just they in papers, and of course the NCC, like just put up from the 30s, the discovery of diamonds in Kono district in the 30s. So from the 30s up to now, now almost 100 years where we not get nothing absolutely for show off, which is a shame. And we they blamed all the governments there. It's not about Maada Bio governments. All the governments there, we don't come. They not put the interest of the country at the center. Then they negotiate in a position of weakness. See what's in other countries, they out and get them right. I don't see the magic. I don't see the magic waiting different from it just that the leadership. Now, yeah, a unfortunate time between bad one because John Parkins in conversation will be get. I be just one count and say we able fit as a nation. Let's just see today perhaps I will spend a little bit. I just want to take John Parkins where they try for talk say we as people we able stand up for we right. And he also blame then company how they come for cause poverty. I'm sure plenty people have watched that interview will do it, which is something where a lot of people really they talk about up to now. Lord, we do say for favor. This is very important. I see we'll never take time which to for discuss one topic, but this the first lady in one angle, I want to believe with possibly I want to believe say maybe it genuinely the fets for you genuinely want to go fight for salon people there. No, but unfortunately, you not get people away advisor in lies and not advice and they're incorrectly because perhaps interference in the first lady. Like I give the example between Soiree or Rado Soiree, where say the first lady, they now the good side of history, the right side of history, whilst Octea say they know fully well say they not commit no crime. They know. So if you know say they're not commit no crime with the workers there, why in the come again they push the first lady? And this are the way just begin go. And that's even push her up. And a lot of people in the come, gaslight the first lady for let go before. So maybe from your point, actually, like I said, no, because I don't know if not politics, I don't know if not diversion, if it's ever do for put body just in talk, any idea, but in the first value of how they go with. It appear as if it was a genuine fight, but it don't come on in a point now. I don't know, but this not to funny at all because some secrets themselves will not be the shove. Although you say they careful go again go after some of their assets there. How will you do yourself a favor?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. We pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mama alone. Now we all come together as one for tomorrow. Now we go make salon. Anytime where you day, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter.
More today than ever
Because
of high
tech. I hope what he said is don't listen to John Parkins.
And lithium are in Africa.
Yes.
I'm not talking about just Sierra Leone, but
Africa.
You all need to come together. And I realize how difficult that is. I realize that even with your own countries, many of your own countries have these incredible factions that what's referred to as tribalism. There's all these clashes. But bringing those together and bringing the countries together to unite, because the only way it's going to work is through union, through uniting. And just look at the United States as an example. We have many differences between our states, but when it comes to some sort of a big issue, like right now, everybody believes that we ought to be expanding our empire. They don't call it that, but make America great again. That whole idea that won a presidential election, and it's because the states are pretty united when it comes to the big issues. When it comes to the really big issues, although right now there's more divisiveness than ever, which may be a good thing in the United States, but in most of the world, that's what's needed. Look at the European Union. What Africa needs is something like that truly is strong, that truly is work where you can go, that truly will work, where you can go out to the world and say, hey, we're all coming, we've got these resources. we're not going to sell them to you at cut rate prices. We're not going to sell them to you without any environmental or social regulations. We're going to only sell them to you if you take care of the environment, help us raise all of our people up.
But if I may jump, you just mentioned you have the jackals in your book. You refer them the jackals. If, for example, someone wants to stand in the economy in this policies way, like you mentioned now, we've got back in history people who actually mean well for their countrymen. The jackals will come and kill them if they want to do that.
Yeah, well, they can't kill all of them, and it's going to take courage, and it will take some sacrifice. I mean, that's I think part of it. But you're already sacrificing. Everybody's sacrificing in huge amounts.
Okay, fam, we'll not just start Parkins time noddy. You know, I really way they talk about how we get power for even negotiate better, how for even tell anybody where they come for whether an IMF, whether an World Bank, whether an then company, how for help lift up for people, and for do this in strength, for do this in unity, for put all tribal conflict aside. Now I asked about, probably because he mentioned about jackal, people who they kill. Now so this guy be they do. John Parkins, then they walk side by side with the jackals. Now, in confession, way they make. If they can't give money, or they can't, they want, I mean, the IMF or World Bank one can give money, or want as president, potentially the jackals and they kill you. This is so they do. You therefore take the money. Why? Because they were indebted the country, made them continue for being in poverty. But it's a way they get out of that because Panama and other countries then get out of that. And also we will stand very firm for let that not happen. What does this mean? It means you as an individual, or we as a country or collective collective people, collectively, if they begin kill one person, another person grab again, they're not going to kill we all. We go stand. For me, I just want to continue for put this one. And I support the fear pursuit of, what did I say, workers' justice in the mining sector. And I also support the, when I say, comprehensive review of all the mining policy may meet local content expectation in line with global threats, which the global reality. Everybody they nationalize now, or they think for national key areas. And this now one area for pay attention, because waiting left for we again, nothing. Don't pull the alpha bono don't left now. Let make good use of her. So like I say, this now a program for go lengthy, look almost 1 hour 23. I never talk soon. Like you can imagine. So they say how passionate the subject there, and one side you go, like I say, you go once from a patriotic point of view, you want to support the First Lady, but again, when you look at what you do, we always say emotions not they go with logic. Then are two different polar. Then they work in two different ways. You can't use emotion for get a logic now, because you know the word logic and emotion they're separate. Then they're in separate way. But the biggest problem today now, wouldn't say governments don't do what they call state capture. I talk and plenty people support we talk and say this is not to the role of the First Lady. This is not the role of the civil society, not the role of the labor union, not the role of even the maybe even the opposition, not the role of this, even the ministry can even come up on behalf of the workers and in fact gets a better deal. But what did the First Ladies do? We get for call speed is speed. I think no advice and well, because this one we don't know I get for go. Anyway, this is how we end it with the quarter. Yeah. Next time we will come again, we will take them from another point. I'm really passionate about this subject, but unfortunately, time don't be tweet. They can't just now. Family, we apologize already in advance. We only will take 20 more minutes and then we're done. They can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone.
All right, yes. So Fambulu, we don't count the other part of the program. We already don't apologize in advance. We just take few calls. Yeah, just few calls as time don't be against we. Just few calls. Yeah. All right. Okay, we missed this one. Yes, the phone line open. We'll just take probably 5 calls. Not 5 calls. That's not 10 minutes only. And then we'll take the first call. Yes, caller. Who's that you call from?
Good evening, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yes, so good evening. Who's that you call from?
Yeah, I call from the Komon-Tok community in the UK, Mr. Komon-Tok. Good evening.
No bad, you get 2 minutes.
Yesterday, you late say you make an able call.
Oh, really?
So, yes.
Wow.
Yesterday when you did about my bail issue. So, quick one.
Yeah.
You mentioned, say, yes, the first lady, you think, say, intention is very genuine, okay? I don't know if you remember, I was the caller who called when he staged the strike, where I say, from waiting me think, the first lady in fight, now it's waiting the boy name, the dread boy before. And the
First Minister, Senge.
Yeah. Because I remember a call, I don't know, obviously they get too many calls. In a supremacy fight, it do with Senge, it lay with the Koidu holding staff then. Remember, I tell you, say, let the people adhere to the original contract what they get with the company. I said, because if they lose their job, now them get for suffer. Now, you they try to say, I know say yourself now from a well-meaning state you they come off from. You say you feel say genuinely the first lady want for help is
I said sometimes I feel like that not because I don't get any grounds. And I go before for tell you say it's possible.
You feel like that with the Mr. Feeling small, but in a nitty all right. In a nitty-gritty of
but yeah, I beg go talk about you and Creole. I beg go.
At this point, Mr. Komon-Tok, now the people they don't nearly, I don't get the details, they don't nearly lost their job. You understand? One, what in the first lady for do, where the message of hope, where it don't pull out to the people in number one. And secondly, if you really the fight for Sierra people, their welfare. Now yesterday you show where how they call them British Broadcasting, SLBC, sorry, where the people and they strike. I see a man, a gentleman. I remember during, I don't know if in the 1997.
I wish I forget time for you more, but time don't between I said I wish you forget more time. Thank you.
No, you understand. Them people and then why you not go join them for their welfare?
Thank you. You're not brilliant. You're not brilliant lady. You're not brilliant lady. Anyway, now Bukuman, thank you.
Tomorrow I go call this the halfway not done for this and to yesterday the way you don't make a talk. I will join all.
All right, okay, I promise you. All right, thank you. Let's take another voice. Yes, caller. Don't miss this. I'll not take this. Yes, caller. Where's the call from?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Where's the call from?
From Sierra Leone.
Okay, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes.
I get one thing on my way say Octea or another Koidu mining that they seek for negotiation. Me, I not see that way. You understand? Then point there where them pinpoint out. For me, you tell me categorically they're not ready for back down, and then they're ready for the way she did not be accused. So for international property, then trust me, we don't do investigate. maybe sometimes they get spy with the first lady. We know everything, so they don't leak everything. Which they don't say for every attack when they launch. They will get saying that. So me, I don't see any negotiation with the government. The first lady, for me, I don't see because if you watch all what you don't read, very close an hour.
An hour, not so close. An hour, man. An hour.
You understand? To me, I don't see Octea or Koidu Limited for say then they seek any arrangement. For me, to see I don't go, which I don't understand. For all which you don't talk. See, come for brief explanation. You know, if the guy then go the bull mine and say the warrant of arrest, you know, so which means then they send the first lady for go and I say, okay, I know it's not against her. So let them do what they before do. For me, I don't see any negotiation say they're ready for turn up. For say no, well, I don't see it with them. Thank you very much for bringing this program.
Yeah, thank you very much. Time will tell. We will know sooner than later. All right, let's take another voice here. Yes, Jibril Bangura, you get the platform.
Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yeah.
Now we put this puzzle together. To start with, this Kono issue. Fatima come, he call a strike, a country where they prohibit a strike or a demonstration or a procession. He do he tell the people of Kono State he not left them until the win fed. He abandoned them. And I tell the Kono people this woman it would disappoint you now. But Mr. Komon-Tok, this now a company when SLPP now they pledge to the Leone, their mortgage for let the April for let the reinstate them a power. Awale we know that one. SLPP on that Jankaba now their mortgage Sierra Leone Kono diamond them. So this company
executive outcome,
Yeah, for let them reinstate them. Now, as this company not in that country for how many years? Because of the contract they went and signed with the then Jankaba government. And all of a sudden, Fatima come from nowhere because he got a grudge or a fight, infighting, political infighting with Bobo, where the man grew, then get a problem. The problem they have the people of Kono, and not only the people of Kono, but it affects the entire nation.
The entire nation. Jibril, thank you very much. As always, the contribution is valid and on point. Thank you very much. Yeah, we had another voice. Yes.
Thank you very much. As always,
Abdul from the US, you get the platform. Go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. Hello to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, you know, if this woman been do this thing behind the scene, then, you know, tell people and for come out and demonstrate, it be for good. That's what you can do. You know, say first lady, not so you go land, but because of imposition, you can go behind the scene and negotiate something good for the people here. They can't no more even try to explain to people. But this attention and social media thing don't disturb everything. Where you look at the letter, at some point, the letter looked premature. I mean, it looked premature. For you begin to talk about the lady in corruption and other things, then that's not being called for. I not expect that. Or the company lawyer. But he asked for sorry for this woman. If you think about what happened to our aunt, what happened to LJ, now what they ask is they don't take advantage by the first lady. Some parts from the letter. Do you a big? Then one day will be the feds for first lady, we first lady you know about. We arrest our aunt. We do this to LJ. We do this to other people. Then we are going to stand up for the first lady, Lucy. If we are not to cover, we're going to stand up for her. Thank you, bye.
This guy. I'll take another voice. Abdul, thank you for your call. Yes, we get another call. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, the call from America.
Yes, my brother. You get the platform. Go ahead.
Yes. Well, I look this in two phases with First Lady. Usually, outside we did in America and all over the world, the First Lady, if they see things that go bad, they get the right. I know they support the First Lady, but they can get the right for advocate as a pressure group to make things then come up straight. So what we do, it kind of good in the eyes of certain people there. In terms of the political side, we will say,
I do next.
Yes. So now let's look at in terms of Africa, we talk about Pan-Africanism. Instead of these people in the right letter like this for demoralize the First Lady, why they not go say, well, now we can do this here now, we make sure say now we can begin process that money as alone. Instead of they say all the resources where they don't get now the world, they don't accumulate now that they can't use that now for fight the First Lady. We are not even going for win that fight day. And two, this now make corruption no good. Because corruption now don't lead now for make disrespect the country, office of the president as well. Because I look this letter as a misdirection and a direction not only to the First Lady, but directly to the president. Mm-hmm. Because the president, it might be say anything the First Lady do is support of him. He talk and then I think
and the First Lady talk and say na the power na SSF Maada Bio na say let go.
Thank you. So this is a fun disrespect to the people of Salon as well as in the president. And finally, the Kenema boys then talk something. What they talk about Judas will betray Jesus Christ. So now in the happen so. So Bossy will stay. All what it be so now the SLPP defend themselves because another part of SLPP they with the Koidu holdings. Now the other side they with the SLPP First Lady. Mm-hmm. So this anyway, I'll let the drama already go. So Lord just keep on and pray God makes things go better for Sierra Leone. Thank you, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Thank you for joining us. We'll take another voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
The call from England.
Okay, you get the platform. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Mr. Komon-Tok, good news, sir. Thank you so much for all your effort they make.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Okay, I want to say another in favor of First Lady. But he been come, he explained, like, this gentleman just don't talk this now. He said they don't get several meetings behind closed doors. And then they agree, say, where they're going to go improve the quality of service to the workers them. But they nobody do them. So that make him begin for join them, that make him begin for go join the workers for strike. But above all, now, at least having an advantage. One, now not pay the people them. Then now, as soon as they pull out, what did the government do? They happy for let them pull out, when they pay the people and the workers, they don't work for them for years and for months, and not pay them the money. So like where this man talking that is something going on where we don't know. Mm-hmm. But them for can stand now say, then they challenge the First Lady, they take and go court, so let's say when I pay the workers them, they're not for left the country, they pay the workers them. Not only the workers against the Fatima Maada Bio, the people that don't work, they for paying the money. You see, as I said, the government will come inside and support the work Fatima Maada Bio don't do. Not as somebody of a good character, the president might be the same, but at this side, I feel I deal with them. They're not going to work to the punish people then, because when I feel so like that over people then. But the same thing that we are the people, because we don't respect to people then, our stranger will respect them. You see? So now my own condition I know more Mr. Komon-Tok. Let them pay the people, they don't for them because start paying them. Okay. No. They can pay them take Fatima Maada Bio court. Then they don't pour the Fatima. But let them pay the workers so don't work for them. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for joining us. We'll take another call. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Ahmed from the UK. You get the platform.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Komon-Tok. Listen, my brother. You see, all what you go on and what you read, and with the company and the First Lady, you know, people you read, there is something underneath. So some political, you know, ranking they go on with the First Lady and those people who in a cabinet members are responsible for don't take this tax with the people that they get civil societies them in case of anything there. But you with your name for good join for protest and you talk They even tell people and the dog, he accuse people of collecting bribe and stuff. So company gets their own policy, Mr. Komon-Tok. Every company gets their own policy. They sign agreement, they sign with the government, and they pay tax, they get all of the, when they employ you, you get terms and conditions of employment. Okay, if it, other environmental things say we don't know, they don't measure out what they do, that is up to the government and even the local authorities like the paramount chiefs. But today we see the look at the behavior of these paramount chiefs. They don't even get sympathy for the young people and the young community.
And in some cases,
they benefit because how government they go buy for now jeep them. We see that government they give them a tablet, them iPad. We see that. These local people, they just don't corrupt. They don't join government for corrupt. The major problem today in Sierra Leone is corruption. People not get integrity. Leaders not get integrity. Then they struggle with the young people and show for the only politicians. Look at the politicians here no more. They don't even the word about the people who even put the usher in there. But when they need power, they tell them they come out.
Ahmed, thank you very much. Yeah, we add another voice.
Smart, they open up.
Thank you.
So the first lady actually he messed up to some extent anyway. We're fighting for the people. These are political undertone. To interference.
All right,
as far as I'm concerned.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. We'll take the last call. This will be the last call for tonight. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, I go on the Komon-Tok platform.
All right, you got a platform. Go ahead.
How you do, pal?
No bad, pal. I said.
Straight to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Komon-Tok, this time they say what goes around not surely comes around. You understand? Then people are since when they take power, they corrupt the system. They make sure say they muzzle the opposition, they satisfy the opposition. They make sure say the opposition okay one word till date now, not only one word. So if in fact the same thing they happen within themselves, within the SLPP. All assets of the SLPP, they in support of the first lady. All assets of the SLPP, they vet the first lady. Bad at all. Not. Let me say, Natonanki, you understand? Where the lives we don't lost, we don't kill, we don't damage, we don't put some in a tight place. Nobody know if offense for them. So if these people are now way first lady, you don't take yourself in, and take yourself to go offend them. You understand? If they what they call the one fighter, we took the pray for we salon people. Let God make this first lady, let him fashion by this fighter, let him hold her, let him pay for all the damages we don't cause now that country the man. We are not seeing no reason. Salon people themselves, I know you understand salon people there. Why not they talk for this first lady? No need for talk for fight for this first lady. If first lady don't damage that country, we don't wreck that country. No need no day. We just pray no more. Let God make him fashion, inshallah. By God in power. If he fashion, let him man follow. In family, they all let him follow. You understand? No need no day for talk for the first lady. The first lady is very heartless and wicked. You understand, Mr. Komon-Tok? Huh? If you, Papa, where you get a house, no able fight for you, all a pussy can fight for you. You know what, glad now? What's in we own problem by this issue here? Saloma, I don't really understand. Saloma, is quick for forget. You can always talk and Saloma quick for forget. Oh, what's it the first lady don't do that country? This quick thing now because the one can lay and pan now. All don't come, all man don't take phone, all man don't take hand for cafes for what's it? Don't need no different.
Anyway, thank you very much, my brother, for your contribution. As always, we appreciate your contribution. All right, that's not the last caller. Family, we apologize. We know say time beats with the beat better one. We don't close the line. What we will do now, we don't take 10 texts then, commenters, and only 10, please. We can do more than that, and we know that. Into the say caller, we politicians, paramount chief, civil servants, they're known not get integrity. All man for nobody know the threat for the citizens of the land. That I can say, yeah, Mrs. That's not true. That's not true. Because the evidence are clear, down there. This man wisdom, they say salon now them imam then no more left with small respect, but all the above don't lost respect. And been to the say for peace sake, it better make Koidu holdings them pack the workers them benefits, then pack the workers them benefits first them for don't fire them Secondly, they lost the benefit in within bond good picking. All right. And Leah Amla Johnson say you can run, but you can't hide. This one from Julius say APC is dead under Maada Bio because of lack of integrity, loyalty, sellouts, deception, hatred for comrades. The truth will come out very soon. And okay, just 5 more when we're done. George Orwell say wisdom. African politicians are almost the same in thinking. The exception of few. They care about their pocket only, not the citizen. I'm not blaming Bio alone. These politicians are wicked. George, I agree with you. I don't know if I would say 1000%, but you're on point. Spot on. This one they come from Mamadou Juma. He say in the area of social corporate responsibilities, you blame the company but the government, which have to deal with those representing the people in those areas who must ensure the benefits which the direct beneficiaries. So the government should be blamed on that lapses. And all right. Alusain Sankara, they say Koidu Holding has nothing to tell us. They can't get any blind country like Sierra Leone. The first lady, though not in my good books as a citizen of Sierra Leone, but I support her as a whistleblower. Salon women, they say the people of Kono have been struggling with Koidu Holdings for years. Fatima Bio interference is going to weaken the people's spirits. All right, so Fambo, like I said, apologies anyway for not reading many comments tonight. Fatima Maada Bio may be on the right side of history, but on the wrong side of the law. That make us say, at least if I don't get lawyers, you get lawyers in, that's for sure. You get lawyers in, but for speak truth to power, that not the two will not get. Speak truth to power. And I can always say, at the left is with myself. I don't talk many times, but people let them remember no more. A criticism from a friend is better than a kiss from an enemy. When we consider how we criticize government, not to hate with them. If them be done there, you will nonsense them. People will look at the corner, not to say any kind nonsense people. Now, well responsible people in the collier, people with experience, people that well noted in the talk. When I the Canadian program, they will listen what people in the talk. Not all man they can say, me, I get this, that, I get my degree, this, that. No, people in the forget about being you get degrees. It's a common sense and maturity and age and experience they give now in itself now university. Now university, and these are the kind of voice what they call responsible people. A lot of people now yeah, then we say yes, the first lady, you for stand up, but the way you do it and be the right thing, especially where we see how it turned out to be, So the people will be the called back then where gets power, get the mind for talk, speak truth to power, and then more or less then truth they team up. So I wish them for don't listen to Zoo. Anyway, we'll just stop the program here. We sorry about that. Tomorrow we there with tomorrow Friday we there with Dr. Bobby and Amira. Amira will come talk about certain things and way Sandy, anyway, I'll just stop the program here. Bye-bye.
You must listen very carefully to your enemies, because sometimes they tell you the truth that you do not want to hear but need to hear. Sometimes you are surrounded by a coterie of people who pretend to be your friends, but they are not. They are friends of the office that you hold and the things and the doors that you can open for them. That requires discernment. That requires detachment. That requires focus. That requires selflessness. That requires intellectual firepower. and spiritual contentment. Easier said than done. You know, power, it is said, corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But I remember the great Tanzanian President Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere used to say that when you are called upon to serve, remember that you are not necessarily the best, but you've been given the honor and privilege of serving. That is why we call you honorable. That is why sometimes we even call you excellency, not because you are excellent yourself, but we expect you to do excellent things. If you